Welcome to this video about social media and FOMO. Social media has started impacting our self-image and our self-worth in a big way. There are three important ways in which social media impacts us. The first way is the kind of likes, comments, or shares that our posts or profile pictures or tweets get. Whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or any other platform, we thrive and depend upon people's acknowledgement of the content we have put out. And when I say content, I mean any kind of image, any kind of written, verbal, or pictorial content. Our life or our self-image or value thrives on what others think about our content. Now, if it is a selected few others, we can have control over it in the sense that we can choose these few others who are giving their opinion on our content. After all, even when researchers take out papers, they don't open themselves up to ridicule from any and everyone. They look at views from other academicians, other people who have knowledge of this particular subject. Even in our personal life, if we involve the views of each and every person without any segregation, then we are obviously opening ourselves to a host of ridicule, a host of misunderstanding. Because other people may not understand our culture, may not understand our ways, may not have the context to understand why we have said what we have said, why we feel in a certain way, or even be able to empathize with us. Because their reference of understanding is very, very different from our reference of understanding. It's not bad to be open, but if all this ridicule, all of this response from others who may or may not understand you, may or may not understand your culture, your background, where you're coming from, affects you, it demoralizes you, demotivates you, it creates a thought about whether you're good enough or not. That is dangerous. If you put out a picture and 100 people like it today and 80 people like it tomorrow, and when 80 people like it, you suddenly feel like there is a dip in your own value, in your own worth, in your eyes. That is dangerous. If your beauty is measured by how many people are liking your profile picture, your self-confidence or your body image is measured by how many people appreciate you online through social media platforms, that is dangerous. Let's not open ourselves up or provide ourselves on a platform like this for others to comment, only to then feel the pain when there is a negative comment. The second way that social media impacts us is a comparison that our mind draws. Our mind is attuned to comparing with other things around. On social media, when we see our friends, families, colleagues, peers, acquaintances post pictures, post videos, post comments, we usually see the happy times they're having. Of course, nobody puts out the sad times they're having. Very, very rarely do they do so. Most people just put out the happy times. Maybe they're traveling, maybe there's an important occasion, maybe they're just posing for a photo. And sometimes you may even have people who are just posing for a photo and then are actually fighting or having a very negative life experience. But what you see when you go on these social media platforms is not the real life, but only the highlights, the happy highlights of people's lives. And because you end up seeing this day in and day out, you start feeling, is this only my life that is going wrong? Everybody else seems to be happy and moving on in life and doing big things. It just feels like my life is miserable. I am the only one who has problems. I'm the only one who is not being able to move on. I'm the only one who's not traveling. I'm the only one who's not cooking. I'm the only one who has such a terrible life and problems and calamities and issues. But it's not true. Everyone faces problems, everyone faces challenges, everyone faces pain. But we do not get to see all of that. So, social media provides a very distorted image of reality. What is in front of you is only the happy times of people. Only when you interact with people, get to know them deeper, will you know the issues they're facing. Remember, some of the people who smile or laugh the loudest are also the people who've gone through immense suffering and pain in their own life. You cannot judge or know the kind of pain or suffering they've gone through when they're laughing or smiling. You only get to know that when you talk to them more, when you go into a deeper conversation, which almost never happens when you are on social media. The third kind of impact social media can have is fear of missing out, FOMO. When you relate to a particular group and you see that all of them are doing something, let's say, I see all my friends recently posting either marriage anniversary pictures or their newborn baby pictures, and I feel this intense, immense pressure. I feel like I need to get married now. I need to have a kid now. I don't have a husband. I don't have a house. I am not married. I don't have a child. Oh my God, I have nothing. I'm missing out on the important things in life. And this will tend to happen even if none of these things were in your own checklist, even if these were not your life goals, these were not aspects you wanted, you will still end up feeling like these are things that I'm completely missing out on, and now my life is worthless. Your self-worth, your self-value, your confidence, your self-image suddenly changes because everybody else is doing something. Now let's take another example. Everyone else is going for a vacation outside. When I say everyone else, maybe the group I identify with, whether in my age group or my friends group, they're all traveling outside, or maybe 3 or 4 of them are traveling abroad. And I suddenly feel like I'm missing out. I'm not traveling abroad. I'm not doing this. There is something absolutely wrong with me. Hence, my life must suck. My life must be absolutely worse because, well, I'm not doing all those fun things, no? I'm missing out on that. No matter if you're spending a great day with your mom and dad or spending a beautiful time with your brother, sister, romantic partner, or you've gone on this beautiful drive with your friends, but you're not going abroad, right? So you're missing out on that. And of course, we can't do everything. These examples we took about life situations, but even on a daily basis, there are things that you can do and cannot do. You can't be everywhere. Even if you go to 3 parties and you see the pictures of somebody posting who has gone to a 4th party, suddenly grass seems greener on their side. It seems like they have gone to this amazing party and have missed out on that. Well, you went to these 3 parties. This is the impact that social media has put on us, because not only are we comparing or seeing people around us, which was the traditional way, we would see, say, 10 people, 12 people around us. Now we have 100 people around us, or 1,000 people, or 10,000 people, and we're comparing our lives to everything they are doing, and everything we are not doing feels like we are missing out. The impact that social media has put on our self-worth, on our confidence, is humongous. The other aspect is also the anonymity. Because you become anonymous on social media, you tend to put horrible comments, you tend to use horrible language, derogatory language, hurtful language, and it's okay, right? You're not caught, you are not seen, nobody knows who you are, and hence you're going to put such language. But at the receiving end, when I'm receiving this horrible, derogatory, judgmental language to myself, it shatters my own image, it shatters my confidence, it shatters my self-esteem. Because I believe like this person is important and this is his genuine and absolutely truthful opinion. When all of these aspects are affecting our self-image and self-worth, we need to take a step back and look at, do I really want all of these aspects to affect me? Are these aspects really true? Are these comments or these derogatory remarks or a lack of share or likes or being hounded by certain people on social media, are they really a reflection of who I am? Or is it a reflection of the anonymity that social media platform provides? Is it a reflection of the larger group which is there, and hence I am not being able to do all of it? Is it, if I'm not able to really go to 10 parties, is it a reflection that my life is miserable, or is it the realistic aspect that each of those people also didn't make it to those 10 parties, they just made it to one party each? And the fear, the insecurity that I am feeling is unrealistic. We need to start understanding what is really shattering us. And do we really want it to shatter us? Maybe you want to step off from social media, you want to take time out, or maybe you want to just change your perception, change your perspective to realizing everything that's there, all kind of social media, all kind of FOMO should not especially completely demoralize, demotivate you. I hope this video has given you something to think about and some way of disallowing the impact, the negative impact that social media has on your self-worth.